Rebel Ants Radio. I can't believe we are here after so many weeks off of you avoiding me, not returning my phone calls, not answering my text messages, and now we seem to have the same hat. How are you today?
I was trying to block you, but
I know you. It didn't work. You know
get,
me. I'm like an ant that's all over your summer barbecue or something. We're invading.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't get rid of you.
Yeah. Listen, we have 5 people watching, and I want to apologize to those 5 people for having them miss House of the Dragon. My wife is very upset that we're doing this right now instead of our normal 8 time. I entirely blamed you. I said, I don't know what he did. I text him 8 o'clock, and you said, okay, I'm just going to post things saying it's 9 o'clock. So thanks a lot for that. But if you are watching, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We need your subscribes to make us rich. So thank you very much. Miguel, how have the last few weeks for you been? Up to anything good?
No, not really. Just watching the market. I had a foot injury, so I've been babysitting the foot injury for a couple of weeks now. But
yeah, is it crypto related? The foot injury, is it crypto related?
Is it crypto related? Yeah, because the market's been sucky the last couple of weeks. No, but I'm actually a lot better now. I just found out I have gout. I'm getting old. That's what it is. Yeah. So I went to the doctor and they gave me like 1 million injections, but it's a lot better now. I'm able to walk better. Yeah, just getting there.
That's good. Can I share a funny story with you?
Yeah.
It may not be funny, but I'm just going to share it with you. Back in June of 2021, I was text messaging with someone that I used to work with. She's a lawyer. She's a bit older than me, very mature. And at some point I said, let me know if there's anything I can help you with. She said, if you really want to help me, you need to figure out how to fast track my retirement. Okay. This is July 27, 2021. My response, invest in Bitcoin. And then she gave me the emoji, hand on the face. So I said, I'm setting a reminder in a year from now to show you the price increase. Okay. So each year, which has not been that many years, but each year I've texted her on that date. I added it to my calendar. It says, tell her the Bitcoin price. And I screenshotted what the price was at that time that I sent it to her. So at that time, it was $37,852. $37,852.
In 2021?
Yeah. So the next year I text her and I sent her a picture of my calendar reminder, and I sent her the screenshot that the price was $21,309. So I said, boy, it's a good thing you didn't listen to me. I'll check in again with you in a year. So then I text her the next year, 2023, and the price was $29,000. I said, that time of the year again, you can buy the dip and thank me next year. It's up $8,000 since last year. So it was up. It was up $8,000. But that was the 2023 price. It was $29,000. So I was like, oh man, I'm excited for this year to show her the price. Because she would have, really fast-tracked her investment had she listened to me 3 years ago and bought the Bitcoin. So is that the lesson? Everyone should be buying Bitcoin?
Yeah, that's always been the lesson.
Always been the lesson. Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, let us know where you're joining from. Let us know what you're listening on. And if you bought Bitcoin, 5 years ago, let us know how you're doing. Hopefully you're up. I think you'd be up by now, right? That's kind of the goal. So Miguel, I just want to remind you that you put together a beautiful collection of artwork called Battle for the Colony. And I thought we should just briefly revisit it because this is the version 2 of our Rebel Ants collection. And the idea is that once we get rich off of minting out on these NFTs, we can use that money to somehow reward and distribute back to the shareholders by holding these AI-led battles amongst the colonies and the gangs within the Battle for the Colony, right? There's how many different gangs? 10 different gangs?
10 different ones, yeah.
And there's, the artwork is just cool as hell. And so even if someone's watching or listening and they're like, I don't have any ETH or I don't want to buy anything, I think you should still just go check out the artwork. So if you go to rebelants.io, click on minting now, you'll be taken to this very legitimate page hosted by Bueno where you can mint for 0.005 of an ETH, which is what? How much did you say it was?
I don't know. It's like $18.
18 bucks. 18 bucks. And you can look at all the tokens that have already been minted and just kind of scroll through and see these amazing traits here. This really beautiful hand-drawn artwork here, really great detail. So I commend you again for a job well done, and I think it deserves more love and attention than it currently has. So that's my
people can also see it on OpenSea too, like the minted ones.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Sorry, I lost the website already. But yeah, head over to rebelants.io, pick up a Battle for the Colony ant if you're into that sort of thing. What do you think about our new ticker at the bottom here? We've got a ticker with certain cryptocurrencies being displayed here. Do you like it? Is it distracting?
No, I like it. This is a new thing from EVMux, right?
This is a new thing from EVMux. EVMux has really upped their game, adding a lot of these apps. You'll see this view counter on the bottom left. We have 6 people watching on YouTube. It only shows, I don't think it shows Instagram viewers yet, but it shows a few different platforms, but these are the 2 that we're broadcasting to right now. If you're watching, let us know in the chat. Is this helpful? Is this distracting? Is this stupid? Is it a little too on the nose? I don't know. Let me know what you're thinking.
Yeah. Hey, do you still think that we made the right decision by deploying on ETH?
No.
Why do you think that?
I'll tell you why. Because Solana has been making moves. And, with the gas prices the way that they are and how easy it is to make transactions on Solana.
I do like Solana a lot.
Huh?
I do like Solana a lot. The problem with Solana is that it's always congested.
Yeah, it can slow down. It's gone down a few times over the past few years, and that's worrisome, obviously, for people running
a few times
businesses. Times.
I really do like Solana. Solana, it's very, very good. It's just that sometimes for NFTs, like the congestion is way too much. Like I can tell you one thing too, because I wanted to talk about wallets today. Yeah. There's an issue with like Coinbase wallet, and I know you hate Coinbase. You have your issues with them, but I still think that Coinbase is really good and very easy to use. But there's an issue right now with Coinbase wallet when you try to buy like meme coins into Solana. When you try to swap, it just doesn't swap. It's like this weird thing. So you have to go on your browser and kind of use some sort of swapper to be able to get the meme coins. It's just weird. Yeah, and I don't know why, because it was working before.
I don't know. I love my Phantom wallet. I highly suggest that. For those watching, let us know in the comments what wallets you've enjoyed using. Latin Knight says, looks cool for our ticker on the bottom, so thank you for that. But yeah, Phantom wallet has not let me down. And you had messaged me the other day about MetaMask, like how do I get Sol into MetaMask? I'm like, I don't even know if you can. I don't think you can. But in Phantom, you can do ETH and Sol and, a million other.
I have Phantom, yeah.
So, yeah, I think Phantom is the way to go. And, Coinbase is good because it allows you to connect, like, a bank account to purchase coins, whereas a lot of these other wallets are not intended to purchase the crypto through it. It's more to, move things around and distribute and, make the transactions on-chain already. Not every wallet you download lets you just buy crypto, right? Normally you have to KYC, know your customer through some sort of company where you've given your information to verify you're not a scumbag. So I think there's those 2 types of wallets.
Well, what I like about Coinbase too is that Coinbase kind of like teaches people how to use the wallets and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes some wallets can get, for somebody new into the space, it could get very difficult for them to like set it up. And I think that's where we lack a lot of things. Like people don't want to do it because they don't understand the wallet process.
Yeah, Coinbase does a good job of kind of like keeping you in the lane so you're not going to hurt yourself too much. Whereas, as I've shared on this show many times in MetaMask, I'm on the wrong network. I'm converting to the wrong coin. I'm losing money from sending it to the wrong address. Like it's still the wild, wild west, even for someone who's somewhat understanding of this space. That is like, all right, I still am losing my shit from not doing it the right way because there's no warnings. It's not really like, hey, that's not the right thing to do. It's like, go ahead, do whatever you want. Good luck. So that's where Coinbase is better and safer. But of course, it comes with a lot of restrictions and doesn't give you full access to, entire blockchains and the ability to purchase, any other coin that you're interested in.
Yeah, I mean, I just like the education part of it. Did you see that news that Robinhood purchased some crypto thing? So I think that they're gonna start really digging into crypto. But did you see that news or no?
No, I'll see if I can pull it up real fast. But I mean, it
Yeah,
kind of makes sense, right? With the way that people were trading, during COVID and really blew up Robinhood at that time, it kind of makes sense that they would get into probably meme coin trading, right?
Yeah, I mean, Robinhood has had its share of bad news, but I still like Robinhood. Did you use Robinhood or no?
No,
You don't?
I don't have any stocks. I don't have any things there.
You never do anything that will get you any
You
money.
tell me to do it. Yeah. I only do things to lose money. You know that. You've known me for 12 years now. That's what I'm good at. I'm good at losing money. I don't see anything immediately from searching for Robinhood crypto trading. I don't see any news stories there. So
yeah, they like acquired.
And revisit it for next year. Next week.
They acquired somebody. I forgot who it was, but they acquired somebody too.
They're acquiring somebody. The reason that I shared that I like Solana, where I think would probably be a better launch, is there's this new thing that Phantom Wallet put out, and it's called Blinks and Actions. And it allows you to do these on-chain transactions right from like any social media feed, right from a website. So you don't have to leave whatever platform you're on to go to a market or a place to transact. You can do it as long as you connect your wallet. So let me share my screen and I'll give you a sense of what I'm talking about, because you did have to have a extension installed for that. But I just thought it was the coolest thing. And it's like, it just makes sense as the next way to do things that, yeah, of course, everything should be in one spot. You shouldn't have to keep leaving and following links that are suspicious. So let me share my screen here. So this is a post from Solana. Today we connect Solana to the entire internet. Vote, donate, mint, swap, pay. Use Solana everywhere. So those are sort of the commands or the actions. Vote, donate, mint, swap. And if I show you my latest post here, you will see this post from my personal Twitter account here, Kevin. This is a link. So you post a link with what you want the action to be. So this one says swap, and you can see here if I hover over it, it's like swap and then sol-rpepe. So this is basically like an app right within my Twitter feed, anyone's Twitter feed, where they can swap Solana. So right here within it, you can see I can just buy or swap this amount here. And you just don't have to leave to do that. And
wait, so you do it from Twitter?
Yeah, you do it from Twitter.
Well,
you don't have to leave, as long as you connect your wallet.
Okay, so you got to connect your wallet to X?
You're connecting it to this app, which is the Dial To app. That's the link here.
Right.
So if I click this link, you'll see it'll open up something very similar, which is through Phantom, and you can connect the wallet here. And it gives you the same thing, but it's taking this application on this webpage and just putting it in the Twitter feed.
Ah, I see.
Now that same action, like this is swap, right? But as you saw from those other actions, you can donate, you can mint or transfer or vote. So other actions that you can take on the blockchain exist in the same format, that you can do it right in the feed of social media. So this would also work on like Facebook or anything else. As long as you have this browser extension installed for Chrome, which of course translates across multiple browsers that use Chrome or Chromium. So I just think that's the coolest freaking thing, that it's just making it right in the feed. You don't have to leave. And think about how much more appealing that is, or how much higher of a chance you have for some sort of conversion or call to action to actually work when it's right in the feed there.
But do you need to have already a Phantom wallet set up or no?
I think so, because it's happening within the wallet. So that's why it's a Phantom application. But I mean, Phantom has like an insane amount of users. I mean, I think it's the status quo for Solana. But again, this is also like a good first step in terms of onboarding more people or making it easier for people to have these transactions and, increasing traffic, increasing volume. I think this is a brilliant way to be able to do this. So I think this is an awesome feature. And again, you could do this for just minting an NFT right on the feed here. So imagine someone saw it and they're like, hey, you know what? That looks kind of cool. Let me hit mint. Let me connect. Yeah, let me do it.
So you're able to trade our Pepe from there?
Yeah, you could do it right here.
All right. You need to trade some our Pepe then.
Yeah, I'm not like signed in right now, but I've got a good amount of RPEP. I'm like the number 4 whale in the community.
No, you're not.
Nope, no, I'm not. But this is something through Solana, which I think is just great that they're making this sort of progress, right? So I think something like that with the launch of an NFT project could be really valuable. That was one of the reasons I thought Solana is doing great things.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get out of that. Solana is also partnering with PayPal in a way that, well, I don't know about partnering, but PayPal stablecoin now available on Solana. So this is just another good entry onboarding ramp or off ramp for crypto for using PayPal as the stablecoin there. So, even with PayPal, you can use it in your PayPal account, right? So you can convert these things. So if you have money in PayPal, you can put it into the PayPal stablecoin, and then you can use it on chain, and vice versa. You can get it out of a wallet that way. So I think this is, again, just another easy way for people to use Solana using US dollars first. So I think this is an advantage for Solana. And again, their transaction fees are so cheap; they're pennies. Whereas anything on Ethereum, anything on Bitcoin is going to cost dollars and sometimes hundreds of dollars.
Yeah. So Latin I said they were acquiring Bitstamp. He's talking about he's talking about Robinhood.
Yes. Well, I'm glad somebody's done their homework here. Let's see. Robinhood, Bitstamp. Bitstamp is old school, huh? They've been around for a long time.
Yeah, but think about it. If they acquire Bitstamp and they bring it into today's world, I think that they'll do good.
Do I have an account on Bitstamp? I must. At some point, that was like one of the few, right? I probably have some coins floating around there. All right, let's pull up a little.
So I forgot to tell you, today we might have an unexpected guest. Hopefully, we'll see what happens.
Huh? I like unexpected guests.
I know, me too. I hope he jumps on because I really want him to come and talk about our Pepe. Although we're still going to touch on our Pepe today.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can better explain a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff. But we're really hoping he jumps on today. And that's our friend Casey Montero from Saints of LA.
That's right. Casey Montero.
I know he's very busy today, so hopefully he jumps on. He has some time to jump on, but I know he's been very actively busy talking about our Pepe and pushing the meme coin forward. Again, like our Pepe has a really strong community. I mean, we'll touch on this later, but hopefully he jumps on.
Yeah, he's been running spaces, trying to get attention, reaching out to other celebrities, trying to use some of his credibility, and I think it's good. It's all good. We do have 11 people watching, so they should all be hitting the like button. They should all be hitting subscribe, and they should all be heading over to rebelants.io and buying a Battle for the Colony V2 Rebel Ant. So thank you for that, people. I do have this article pulled up here. Robinhood acquires global crypto exchange Bitstamp for $200 million. Not bad. Stock trading app Robinhood is diving deeper into the cryptocurrency realm with the acquisition of crypto exchange Bitstamp. Let's see. First half of 2025, the deal will close, so probably not much more will happen until after that. Let's see. Today's deal signals California-based Robinhood's continued push not only into crypto, but its intentional expansion efforts. So, yeah, I think that is good. I mean, Robinhood is obviously a very secure, legitimate platform. So allowing people that are already in there, even if they're doing penny stocks or whatever it is, this is just another appealing thing for them in a way that I think can bring them into the crypto world. I'd be interested to see what sort of fees look like if they're tacking things on top of Bitstamp or what chains are covered. Does Bitstamp cover everything?
I think so. Yeah, I'm just wondering how they're going to compete against like other people like Coinbase and stuff like that. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it evolves later on.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they've got lots of markets here. They got dog with hat. You can get some other meme shit coins if you want, but it looks like you can buy a lot on here, so that's good. I think it's good. It's just more options, especially if somebody's already KYC'd at Robinhood. It's just one less thing that they'll have to do elsewhere and say, I don't know if I want to trust Coinbase or trust whoever else, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, great find, Latin Knight. Thanks for bringing it tonight. Thanks for bringing your A game.
He did his homework.
He did. There was something else going on with Solana that you might have heard about, and that is some ETFs being filed for Solana, right? We know Ethereum got approved. We've sort of missed that cycle in between our off weeks, but things are supposed to be happening early July, I believe, for those ETFs to go live. So that'll be great. There's been a lot of outflow of cash from the Bitcoin ETFs, which we'll talk about in just a bit as we talk about this crypto summer. But I think this will be good for, of course, for exposure for Ethereum, and hopefully see a same increase as we saw with the Bitcoin, because we saw all-time highs with Bitcoin when their ETF went live, right? Like the day of, or maybe the next day. So it'd be great if we can see the same thing with Ethereum. But Van Eck is, obviously big, very reputable, and I think there's a few other companies that have filed for the spot ETF. So we should know more. I think actually this coming week. I think I heard around July. Oh no, sorry, that was Ethereum is supposed to go live on July 5th. Might be the earliest trading. This one for Solana. Regulatory uncertainty. Van Eck acknowledges a lack of clear regulatory guidance on handling spot SOL transactions, arguing that Solana should be treated as a commodity, contrasting with the SEC stance last summer, which classified Solana as an unregistered security. So this is just one of those gray areas that would be great if we can get some more clarity and light, build some trust, and allow people to feel good about investing in this, and allow some of the big banks to step in and start trading on this, right? They might find value in something like Solana anyway, besides holding the ETF.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear that Coinbase sued the SEC recently?
I did see that. I didn't read much into it. Do you have any deets to share?
I don't have much details. I just know it was a Twitter feed that came out across my thing, and I just happened to glance at it, that they had sued the SEC back, but I wasn't sure what the lawsuit entitled or what it said.
Let's find out together. Coinbase accuses U.S. SEC FDIC of improperly blocking document requests. So the U.S. crypto exchange wanted the SEC to give up documents on closed probes involving Ether's status as a security, and its research contractor is now suing to get them. So that's interesting, right? They were looking for clarity at a certain point. There was documents discussing it that were not being shared about what the findings were, or what the standing was on that.
Shady SEC, shady.
Yeah, this is from 3 days ago, June 27th. Coinbase, through an intermediary, is again taking U.S. regulators to court to argue about Freedom of Information Act requests. The U.S. crypto exchange is going after documents at the Securities and Exchange Commission that may reveal how it first began deciding what digital tokens the agency would consider as securities. That is obviously really helpful and important information for all the other tokens to know what's going on, right? The company's contractor, History Associates, is also suing the Federal Deposit Insurance Corp, FDIC, over letters sent to financial firms to ask them to pause crypto activities. So look at that. They're trying to interfere and asking to stop crypto activity, which is, sort of a thing that you can't really do too well on the blockchain, right? Which is what makes it so amazing that it's free to happen, right? How are you going to stop those transactions?
Yeah, I don't know what the SEC is looking for, what they want. They just need to stop.
It is shady. I wonder what the outcome of this will be. We'll have to keep an eye on it.
The problem is that they continue to fight. Like, they continue to go against it. Instead of going against it, try to work with it and try to come up with a solution or whatever it is that you think that is breaking the law.
Yeah, I mean, it should be very telling that these big companies, these big investment firms, are interested in these ETFs, because clearly there's something there for them, right? And that should be good for the economy, right? It's cash moving. So I don't know what all of this is about, right? It doesn't have to be a bad thing. Crypto doesn't have to be a bad thing, as the government seems to be making it out to be.
No, I just think that they think that it's going to change the dollar value, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like the dollar is backed up by anything anymore.
I know. Oh, shit. We got a visitor.
We got a visitor?
We got a visitor.
Oh,
Let's be in. Hold on a second.
There's his friends. Oh, what's up, guys?
There he is.
There he is. We got Casey. Casey, you have about as much hair as I do. How are you today? What's up, buddy?
I'm good. I'm good. It's
How are you, man?
9:30 in the morning over here in Asia, feeding the offspring. I didn't do it. My lovely wife was the one who prepared that. How we doing?
We are good. We were
Good.
teasing that we might get some Casey action tonight. You know, we were trying to get everyone primed up, ready for it.
Yeah. So yeah, I might. This might be a lackluster performance, though. It just dropped in because the wife's going to be getting ready to go. So, well, I mean, it's just me and him.
That's great. That's all we need. That's all we need.
So let's touch on our Pepe. Since you don't have much time, tell us about it. Tell us some stuff. Tell the world something.
That's right, bud. That is right.
Yeah, none of that matters. He said one day we're going to go to the beach. So our Pepe, we're still going. we're still going. We're still.
Going strong.
Yeah, I mean, well, thanks to some powerful people, but yeah. So our Pepe basically, what happened was from the start, it was on its way because it is a tale of two narratives. It is Roaring Kitty and Pepe, right? So Pepe's never going to go away. Roaring Kitty came in and kind of flipped everyone on his head, and we don't know where he's going right now, but he still seems to be a player in the game. So that meta still exists. Even if he goes away, though, I don't think it's going to matter because by the time he does eventually go away, I think Roaring Pepper will be in a better established place, and it's not going to really matter. Like, at a certain point, no one cares. I mean, if the coin is healthy, it could be
it can live on its own.
it could be about a pile of poop. It doesn't matter. So the coin was taken off, and then I bought a whole bunch, and then I woke up, slept on the bags, and it was demolished. And so I was at a point where I had a pretty good size, and I said, well, screw it, I'm going to go ahead and grab as much as I can. And I did, and then I was thinking, what can I do for my NFT community, the Saints? And so I said, let's just run with this low risk type of thing. And so I airdropped it to all of them. I said, but the deal is, you guys have to be the floor. Don't sell this. Don't until we get to a comfortable place. And we've been to a comfortable place a couple times.
Yeah.
We've been to a comfortable place a couple times, and they still didn't sell, except for one guy, and I took his NFTs from him. No, I marked them as stolen, and he was shunned from the chat. But long story short, yeah, we've pumped, but the thing is, being a CTO and having such a low MCAP for a long time, there were people able to come in and create really big bags. And so, and a lot of the I guess the team prior, before we got involved, a lot of their bags were big as well. So anytime we would get any momentum, these big bags would show up and bam, and they would hit us.
Yeah.
And we could see who's holding, and we can see, oh gosh, we're waiting for this one bag to unload. We're waiting for this one bag to unload, and then bam, it would unload, and we're like, okay, one gone, but we need to work our way back up.
Yeah.
But now we have pretty much a visual on who's holding what, and I think maybe there's one bag left, but it's not something we haven't seen before. But the whales are intact. We're all in one chat. We're all holding the floor down well. And I believe this week we're going to be pushing. We're going to have another group that's going to start talking to us and getting us in front of a new audience, because we've been talking and talking and talking. Everybody knows who we are in our circles. In order for you to grow, you need to get out of your circle, and so that's Operation RPEP version X.0211. And so it's come out of the echo chamber and get into someone else's echo chamber. And so with doing things like this, getting more visual, getting more outside of our box and into other communities, which is going to be the push really for, the future. Like, there's no point in just talking to the same people, because everyone's like, we're tapped out. We're tapped out. And so that's what we're going to be doing.
Yeah. And you just burned 41 million
coins.
You
burned a bunch. You burned about 4%. What's the thought process there?
Sorry, my bad.
So it was supposed to be like 1 to 2 million, and I told everyone, I was like, let's do I was telling the dev, because this is a CTO, but it's a hybrid because the dev is still there and he's working really, really, really hard. Like he's never left. And sleeps probably less than I do,
Yeah,
which is
very cool guy too.
hard to do. So the idea was to just burn like 1 or 2% max because that's all I felt comfortable doing. And then I said, you know, I don't know how these things usually. I
fucked
said,
up.
yeah, I said, hey, why don't we go ahead and burn the volume for this whole space, however much people buy. And then in like 5 minutes, it was already up to like 2 more million, and I was like, no, stop buying. And I was like, we got to end this space right now. Let's burn it already so we can be done. So we ended up burning 4 million, but it was really cool because it was the community was together, and it was like a fun little experience as well. Like fuckers in here bought some, but you added to it as well. You threw in as well. So
We did, yeah.
And I mean, not only that, it's like you guys have been supporting pretty hardcore anyway. So yeah, it was cool, and I plan on burning more. Like that's the goal. Like it is a thing that you need to do. So now we have a deflationary token on my on my call though. But like the goal is to get to 20% really. But I want to make sure that I have enough now before it gets too expensive for me to get that 20%.
There you go. That's the attitude. That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was cool. You know what was cool? That when you posted the burn wallet, like some of the guys started burning some of the coins too. Like their own their own
I need
stash.
to get in there. I think there's still people were throwing it in there, and like the majority of the burn came from the marketing wallet, though we do have like another percent or of the supply in there. But the thing is, like, because the whales and because the community is so I wouldn't say small, but like because we're pretty close, if we need supply, everyone's like, okay, I'm down. I'll throw it in because everyone knows that it's good for the project.
Mm-hmm. What were you gonna say?
Spaces, right? Every week we're doing spaces now.
We're gonna start, yeah. So I almost got on one last night, but I was like, okay, before, like literally, I was on a Casper space. That boy's got some energy. So Casper was doing something cool for his ticker quit, which is a very good narrative as well because there's just such a, Web3 is so shady, and his thing is like, I quit all of it. I quit drugs. I quit just.
I love it.
Yeah. So, but when he does his spaces, he's on for like 9 hours, 10 hours. I don't know what his neighbors think. So that's something I cannot do. Like 30 minutes for me is a max. And so he gets on and he does these things where he does live raids. I mean, I don't know if that's a normal thing, but it was the first time I've ever witnessed it. And so he can literally bully people into buying.
Did we lose him?
We lost Casey the Bald.
Was that me? Okay.
We lost some video, but we have some audio.
Are you still there, Casey?
I think it's a Philippines connection. He's back.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
So I just got a notification that our PEP is up 11%. Literally just now.
Sorry, what?
Our Pepe's up, but after the last show we did talking about our Pepe, it went up 20%. I call it the Rebel Ants radio bump. That's all I'm going to say. It's the bump.
Yeah, by 2 whales in the room.
I'm okay with that.
Wait, we're up.
I'm okay with
that. Yeah. So the thing is, I want to get. So Casper has agreed to also come in and help as well, because like that energy is something that I can't sustain as long as he does, and he's really good at doing it. And like I was saying, he could literally, like, these spaces, you can literally like just find out who's on Twitter. You can see the rate, and you can visually and verbally tell everyone this. And so like the raids can turn into something more organic, because if you get a reply from the guy who you're raiding, then you can raid that reply. And then also, because I called it a hack, because usually, like when we raid from Telegram or wherever we raid from, it's just a comment. But when you raid a live raid during a space, every single comment, if someone clicks on it, they're in the space. So that means that the person will have to go to the space. And so the space grows and you can actually finally get them in there. And it's the same thing. As soon as you're in the room, it's up to the person who's running the space to close the deal. And I think that Casper's a good closer. If not, he's just a. I mean, I listened to Casper for the first time just because his energy was different.
Yeah.
And I forgot what he was. I forgot what the ticker was, but it was like it was something about a cock or something, and he was like, "The ticker is dick." And I was just like, "Yeah." So the Spaces run is going to be happening. I'm hoping that you guys can help out as well and jump in if you have time.
Yeah.
We're
We'll be there.
we're planning on doing them. Yeah, we're planning on doing them. We have a regular one, I believe, on a Wednesday with Mark Tech. I think some of the other boys want to do a regular one around this. No, around a night one. I need to. Why is my face moving? It's me holding the camera. Okay, we need to have a night
We
one
don't have
because
video, but we're good on audio.
most DGens are on, in the evening after work.
Yeah.
Because like in the morning, there's like a window before everyone says, "Okay, I'm gonna put my phone away and I'm gonna head to work."
Yeah.
And then there's people at lunch, and then there's people who just don't go anywhere and they just sit there all day on Twitter. But like for the most of us, we're adults and have jobs.
Most of us, yeah.
You know, the other day, I was like, "Is Casey? Does he even sleep?" Like, I remember I woke up like at 2 a.m. and you were on. You were doing something. I don't know. You were tweeting stuff out, and then it was like 2 in the afternoon, and you were still tweeting stuff out. I'm like, I don't think he's sleeping.
Sometimes I get on because what happens is. Yep, buddy. Sorry. You said don't call. What?
I think he heard you say dick.
Oh, hey. You want to talk?
I wish the video was working. These kids doing something cute.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got audio.
Okay, hold on. Maybe this will be. I'll be right back.
Yep. All right. Let's see if we get him back here as video.
Where's the video, Wyatt?
Yeah, we have audio, but no video.
I'll log back in.
Sounds good. All right, I'm removing him from the scene. We'll add him back in whenever he shows back up. But that's good. Yeah, I think being part of those spaces is not only is it helpful to kind of see what else is going on, see some strategies, tactics that are working, see what people are doing, but just a good way to support whatever that cause is, right? Whether it's Quit, which I think we were both listening to, or our Pepe.
Yeah, I think that what we're gonna do is like on a weekly basis, we'll give an update on our Pepe on our show, and we'll kind of take it from there, and hopefully someone can jump on from the team and talk about a little more about what's going on in depth. I mean, I'll be into spaces. I'll jump into spaces with whatever Casey's doing and see if I can, talk about whatever I can talk about, even if he's not on or if nobody from the team is on. I'll try to still jump in and try to help out as much as I can in whatever spaces there are.
Yeah, we got Casey
You're back
with Wyatt.
Yeah, we're back for a little bit. This one is he is now making some trades on his own.
Start him young.
Yeah, no, I'm just run away.
Don't do it. Not even, yeah. That's why I tell people about my industry and the hotel industry. I'm like, I would never ask somebody to do this. It's the worst.
So we also just at Saints, we just dropped a new partnership this morning with Gray Digital, which is there's a lot of people that have some trauma over the trading, but these guys are legit. Like they've been around for a couple of years. You can track the data. They've got a dashboard and everything. I mean, like, check them out. But I told them, I said, the window for deposits are like, 11 hours. And I'm pretty sure that most of my boys are like, I'm not sure. So I said, don't expect crazy numbers from us. But like, it's a month hold. And then So I said, expect more next month, and they're all cool with it. But they got a whole suite of other things that are coming our way as well.
Yeah, I'm excited. It says, their website says they have $58 million of assets under management. So they are more legit than I think some of the other things we've tried in the past as a same community. And this should help, bring some positivity to the community.
And they plan on capping it at 70 million. And that's
wow.
And so they're going to do forced payouts. I've heard that before. Forced payouts. But again, if you go look at these guys, and of course DYOR, but all the checks are ticked there. Checks are ticked. Boxes are ticked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was telling Kevin that going forward, I think what I want to do is every week on the show that we have, try to give some updates on our Pepe and see what's going on and that kind of stuff. So, I'll try to jump on the spaces too, even if you're not on there, and see maybe I can educate some people on our Pepe and stuff like that. See if we can bring them on board.
Yeah, the biggest thing is the spaces have to run without me. Because if it's contingent on me, then it's not going to go anywhere. So everyone has to start doing their own thing. And I mean, obviously everyone is already doing their thing, but in order to really be out there and really be heard, other squads have to be popping off all the time.
Yeah.
We'll lock me up.
It's over there trading. Is it buying our Pepe? I hope it's buying our Pepe.
Locking everything. This is where all my wallets are. I should probably get the fuck up. Hi. Okay. Wait. So I'm really gonna have to bounce. All
right.
Yeah. Things are getting. Oh my god.
Oh, he's on it.
He's really going there.
Okay, guys. Thanks. Thanks. Okay, I gotta go.
All right. Later, Casey.
All right, take care.
Oh no! Oh man, his kid's about to give away his whole wallet.
Oh boy!
He's about to be drained. Oh no! I mean, that is, what fatherhood is like. Your kids just take all your money. I think that's an accurate representation of trying to.
That was funny.
Kids. He's still going. All right, he's gone.
Yeah, he's got to go. He's got stuff. He's got to take these kids to school and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it was cool of Casey to come on and talk about our Pepe a little bit. And, we have a different audience. So hopefully we could get some of our listeners to go and support our Pepe and obviously do your own research. But our Pepe has a really strong community. And like you said, the dev that we have, he's the guy is really cool, very strong. He's always working, constantly working. I mean, he's always posting on the group chat and stuff like that. So some cool stuff happening. And if you go to our Pepe, there's actually a PFP builder that he built. It's pretty freaking cool. I like that. Really cool. Yeah, if you go to the PFP builder, you can create your own our Pepe meme and just post it wherever you want. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, listen, we got a comment from Disclosure Crypto. Could you check Gary Network? I will say to you, Disclosure, why don't you tell us a little bit about what it is instead of me just Googling shit, and you tell me what you think we should be looking at. But here on roaringpepe.xyz with these incredibly inappropriate memes, which are just so good. PFP generator. And then it's like building your own NFT, right? You pick the traits that you want and you can randomize it, and then you can download and make it your PFP. So it's fucking awesome. Disclosure says it's a Web3 streaming platform on Solana. Okay, I like that.
Let's check that out. Yeah.
And are you associated with this Disclosure? Is this yours? Are we about to get hacked? Are we going to get drained? What's happening here? Let's see. Okay, Gary Network. Unlock a world of live conversations and expert insights with Chin Gary, your ultimate platform for meaningful connections and knowledge sharing. Let's see. Before we click into that, let's look at their Instagram. No, let's look at their Twitter. Or some might say their X. Let's see. 195,000 followers. Okay, that's a good sign so far. World's biggest Web3 social community. Let's give them a little follow. Show a little love. And what's the last post they have here? Their pinned post says, hop on, link your X account, include $Gary in your content to accumulate precious social points. Okay, maybe something here we need to explore a little bit more. I don't think I'm ready to click anything just yet, but could be interesting. X, formerly Twitter. Yeah. That's true. Nobody says X.
I know. I kept saying, you know what's funny? I kept saying Twitter since the show started.
Well, that's what it is. I'm sorry, Elon. You fucked up, okay? It's never going to be X. It'll always be Twitter. Even if the whole platform changes, you can't undo this one.
I know.
But
Hey,
we will look into this one a little bit more.
Can you go back to the PFP builder?
Yeah.
We didn't really show it. Like,
right.
I want you to build something.
I want to let's randomize something here. That was cool. One. Yeah. Should I download it?
Download it, yeah.
I'm downloading it. Okay, I've got it. Should I make it my PFP?
You can, yeah.
Oh, I will. Let's switch over to my personal account. I've got this PFP that you made, which it's like a Rebel Ants Pepe. Let's update our thing, and bam, we are now.
that is a cool one, I gotta say.
I like that one. Yeah, I would be. Is that the sword that you drew? Did you draw the sword?
No. That's all the artists from the dev.
Why aren't you drawing things for our Pepe?
Because I'm busy drawing stuff for us.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Pimp out your PFP. We did it. We've pimped it out, and we're showing it.
Yeah, actually, it's funny because I remember asking him, like, maybe you should have some swords, and he's like, "Oh, we're working on it already," and the swords came out. So that was pretty cool. But he has a whole line of artists that are working, for the project, and they're really cool artists and creators that he has there. So they're the ones creating all this stuff and all these memes. And man, there's some pretty cool memes. I don't know if you've seen all of them, but there's some really cool stuff.
Yeah, I've seen some really funny ones. It is funny. It's like I wish more people could see these things because they're funny, and hopefully it sets a tone for the community.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny you say that because the other day I mentioned there's got to be a way that we can put out more of like the drawings that they're putting so that we can show it more because they're just so good. Like the drawings are so good. And what's funny is that there's no other meme coins out there that are doing this. Like with such great artists. Like
I know. Help me understand. How are people generating the image of our Pepe so they can use it? Are they just drawing it each time?
They're drawing it each time.
Wow. Yeah, I know that. They're slightly different each one, but I wasn't sure if there was some like template that people were using. But.
Yeah, no, they're drawing it each time. So every time like something's happening on like X or whatever, the artist usually will do some sort of art that has to do with whatever's happening at the moment, and it's just great because it comes out right on time. Like the art is really, really good.
Yeah, on the website on roaringpepe.xyz, if you scroll down just a little bit past the links, some of the memes are displayed, and these seem to change regularly. So, yeah, I have a few ideas for you to draw things because I can't draw, but I have some ideas.
I know you were telling me the other day that you wanted me to draw some memes and stuff.
Yeah, I need you to do it. I can't draw. I'm not the drawer.
All right, I'll see what I can come up with.
All right, I'll send you some ideas. You see if you can bring them to life.
All right, you got it. Hey, I have some idea. I know we're still working on Rebel Ants V2.
How do we do it?
I already have some ideas for V3.
No.
We
need to focus here. We need to get rid of our V2s. We have a plan on what to do with them. We've told people when you buy one of these, this is what we'll do with your money. Even though it's not a contract, it's not a.
I know we are. We're still doing all that. I just in the back here somewhere like. Somewhere back here, it's an idea for V3.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, it's just an idea.
Let's get our marketing team on the V2. Let's figure out how we can mint out V2. We got to get the marketing guys. Hey, marketing guys, I need you on this first thing tomorrow. Thank you. They're on.
Yeah. You're looking at the marketing guys right here.
Looking at both of them.
These two guys right here.
These two guys here. Yeah. No, I think there's still opportunity, even though it's not like fresh off the press. It's not hot off the press. I think there's still an opportunity. And I think we should try a version of doing the storytelling and giveaways, whether it's giving away a V2 or giving away some RPepe from your bag, because I don't have a lot, as you've liked to rub in my things. But I think there should be a way that we can, build some excitement around it, right?
Actually, that would be pretty cool to incentivize people with some art Pepe. That'll be cool. I mean, I'm down to give away a couple of NFTs too. Like, I don't mind.
Yeah. Look, I mean, even 10,000 RPepe, who's going to say no to that, right? Like, what's the harm in doing that, right? All we need them to do is participate in one way of, picking one of 5 gangs, and we roll the story with 5 gangs instead of the 10 from the thing, because we just want to get people involved, right? I think, like I said, you put up a poll or you have people post the response, so you have its time stamped of who voted for what, roll it, and whoever wins, great. We can see who it was.
Yeah, I mean, we could start testing it out. I mean, do you have the website ready or not yet?
It's not on the website. We were just going to use ChatGPT.
I know, but I feel like we should do something on the website. More like
we could have the chat bot on the website. The concern to me is the transparency of it. If somebody's on rebelants.io typing something in, they don't really have a good way of knowing that this is not being compromised or swayed in some direction by us, right? I like the idea of just showing, hey, I'm logging into ChatGPT. This is as transparent as possible. I'm not biased in any way here. Bam, here's the output. But yes, there is a way that we can embed the chatbot into our website. So let me look into that, and if that helps us take a step in the direction, then we'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I like that idea of having it on the website, honestly.
All right, fine. I'll fucking do it. Jesus Christ.
Come on, man. You're like the website guru. Just
what a boss you are.
Build it on the website. Make it happen. Do your thing.
I will. I know that we have a lot of stories that we didn't cover tonight. The title of the episode was "Don't Fear the Crypto Dip," so maybe we just briefly talk about that, and then we can let everyone go watch Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, sort of thing. So I know we're in a bit of a dip right now. Let me pull up a coin market cap just to kind of zoom out a little bit here. And okay, so coin market cap, Bitcoin is down. It's not down the worst, but it's down if you zoom out over the month, right? That's more red than I think anybody would like to see. So this is not uncommon for summers for crypto. And I think the 2 big stories that I saw that might be impacting the price the most right now were the interest rates not being cut. And that means that there's less money going around, right? People thought there was going to be a reduction of interest rates, meaning that people would have more money on hand to spend. So I think the disappointment of that news has impacted the price. And I think we do see reaction in the market to those decisions as they come out every quarter, I think it is. So I think that's part of it. Another story that caught my attention was the Mt. Gox payback, which is really mind-blowing to me because I think about what happened with Mt. Gox so long ago.
Don't even remind me about Mt. Gox. I better pay my shit back.
So this is saying there was a hack in 2014. In my mind, Mt. Gox got screwed over long before 2014. I don't know why I thought that. Maybe it's just because it was like so long ago, right? Like
they owe me money. They better pay me my shit.
I 100% had money on there, but I didn't follow through on filing for whatever you had to do to claim it or to be on the list.
It was an email.
I know.
Everybody got an email. You didn't fill out the email?
It was saying like if you are missing funds or whatever, or if you've lost funds, like you need to add your name to this list. Like you need to join.
Sure did.
I didn't. I could be rich right now. I don't know. But anyway, so Mt. Gox to begin repayments, and just for historical purposes, you know what Mt. Gox stands for, right?
Yeah, I do. Do you know?
Yeah, of course. I grew up playing Magic the Gathering. I grew up playing the nerdiest card game of all, Magic the Gathering. So Mt. Gox was the Magic the Gathering online exchange. That's what those letters stand for. The website just got turned into trading cryptocurrency, or really Bitcoin. I think might have been the only thing it sold on there. Anyway, eventually Mt. Gox got hacked. There were some very weird circumstances, right? There were people that died that were associated with Mt. Gox. Very weird things. I think there's a few documentaries about it on Netflix. But anyway, here we are 10 years later. Mt. Gox is going to repay the Bitcoin.
Yeah, I wonder who's running all this.
140,000 Bitcoin is about to be put back into the market. So I think that is going to impact the price, because here's this flood that is now going to be tradable, right? I mean, it's on the blockchain already, right? It's not like it got deleted, but it wasn't moving hands. And now people are going to have a lot more money to trade, and maybe they're going to say, hey, I got my Bitcoin at way higher value than I had it, right? So let me go spend some of it here, let me go spend some of it there. I mean, what was the price in 2014, right? Like, let's look that up.
In 2014,
the highest price
like 100 something.
Yeah, I mean, think about
300.
Yeah, let's call it three, whatever. Like, think about if you had 50 Bitcoin that you lost at that time. You'd be pissed. But think about getting 50 Bitcoin now from $300. You get it back now at $60,000. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, do you want to know what my average buy-in is for Bitcoin?
$700.
No, no.
I know the answer. I'm trying to be nice.
Did I? Oh, I told you the answer?
Yeah, I think you've posted on Twitter what your average buy-in was. Like $3 and change.
Still is. That's still my average. Yeah.
Yeah. I was buying when it was 100, and I had this recurring purchase from Coinbase, just $20 a week, and I was like, oh, $20 a week, I'm getting, I'll eventually have a Bitcoin every few weeks.
Yeah,
and
you gotta remember, I bought Bitcoin, and I really didn't buy again. I just bought one time a whole bunch, and that was it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have a similar story, but a lot of people, unlike you, lost that shit, right? It's on some computer hard drive that's been thrown away, or they lost the password. They don't know how to access it. Because when you had things like on Mt. Gox, it's so easy to lose it. When you have it on, who knew at the time what the right platform was to keep your stuff on?
Yeah.
You just assume, well, it's here, it'll always be here. Coinbase has really been the most consistent one to stay afloat. So, a lot of credit to them for pushing through and fighting these fights on the behalf of the public. But
yeah, you know what I also think too, that the other thing is that in the U.S., because we're heading into elections too, like the uncertainty of cryptos there. So I think that people are reluctant right now to like hold their crypto.
Yeah, right. A lot of unknowns. For those of you watching, let us know in the comments if you ever used Mt. Gox, if you were early enough to crypto to hop into Mt. Gox. Yeah.
You know how I bought Bitcoin on Mt. Gox the first time? It was a check. I had to send a check in.
Yeah, it used to be
paper check.
What was that site where you had to do it in person?
I'm dating myself.
Meet up. What was that called? The Bitcoin site to meet up with somebody.
The what?
There was a site that you had to use if you wanted to buy Bitcoin. You had to do it in person for a while too.
Yeah.
What was that called? I can't remember what it was called.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I just can't remember the name.
That was like my first. That was the first time I heard it. I was like, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Then eventually, I was able to use Coinbase. In 2011 or something, whatever that was, 2012. Yeah. So, yeah, we've come a long way. But man, just imagine having lost a ton of Bitcoin at $300, being furious, watching the price go up all this time, and now you're going to get it back. Like, woof. Good for them.
I wonder if we're going to get it all back, or if we're going to get some back. I don't think that's all of it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some older stories that say how much was lost at the time, but 140,000 seems like a good start.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, nobody expected them to return anything back.
Yeah. So I think the moral of the story is this will impact the price. The news is going to impact the price because there's going to be a flood of activity, but this will wash out. I think ETFs coming on board, whether it's Ethereum, Solana, will help move crypto around and hopefully will help raise Bitcoin, which usually it's the other way, right? Bitcoin covers the altcoins, but I think with enough of this altcoin activity, I think it should help keep Bitcoin afloat as well, right? We've seen it hovering around the 60,000. That's one of these, resistance points that people are watching, hoping it doesn't go below that. And let's carry through into the winter where we've often seen these big bumps, and hopefully we can stay strong, find some new all-time highs.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, did you see the debate? I have to touch on this because it's important.
I see the debate.
It was funny. Yeah, did you?
I saw a lot of it, not all of it, but as I was telling my wife, I'm like, this is today. Like, imagine 4.5 years from now where these guys are going to be. As much as they struggled of being comfortable, it's like,
it was just really bad.
Yeah.
Like,
They're
let's talk
too
about.
old to do the job now. Again, in 4 years from now, they will be much too old to do the job then.
Can you
Those
just
are the
imagine?
times. But let's see how it impacts. I think they've both been a little more vocal about cryptocurrency regulation. So let's see if any of them are true to their word. Obviously, we've seen Trump very involved in his NFTs, right, over the past couple of years. He's made millions off of it, so
Yeah.
he can't be too against it.
Hey, but you've seen, by any chance, have you seen RFK Jr. or no?
No, I didn't see his debate. Is he more
He's
pro
really good.
crypto?
Yeah, he is. He's pro crypto. I gotta say, I don't really get involved with politics, but
Yeah.
he was very like well spoken. Very, he has really some really good answers. So I don't
I will
know.
have to check it
Peter
out.
was
Maybe
great
we can
about
find
it.
some clips, and maybe we can do a segment on the crypto stands for each of the candidates as we move
That
on.
would be a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Poof. All right. Let's wrap there. We're gonna save some of these stories for next week. Let's do it again then, and I'm gonna see you in person for July 4th.
Yeah. Having
Maybe
a
we'll
barbecue.
have pictures to show that we were together.
We're having
Anyway,
a party at my house.
Party at your house. If you know the address, you're invited. If you don't know the address, you ain't. You ain't
Party
welcome.
at my house.
Party at. Yeah, we'll have a Rebel Ants party.
I just bought today a whole bunch of ribeyes for the grill.
That's good. Did you get any vegetarian ones? Some fake meat?
Of course
from
I
me?
did. Of course I
Some
thought about it.
Impossible ribeye.
Don't worry, I'll grill some tomatoes and cucumbers for you,
You can get some fish. I'll eat
and
some
some cheese.
shrimp.
I'll give you some cheese.
I'm okay with that too. All right, listen, we've had a dozen people or so watching the whole time, so thank you all for hanging out with us, and let's do it again next week. While you're here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, give us a follow on X at Rebel Ants, and we will see you again. Bye-bye.
Peace.